Hey everyone, what's up? I'm almost done Fallout 1.5 Resurrection, and I'm trying to work on an update video about a certain mod, but I have to wait till I get a reply back from the people that are working on it. In the meantime, I thought I would do this video. This is something lighthearted, it's silly and goofy, it's the holiday, so let's have some fun. Every now and then I like to answer viewer questions. Sometimes I do a Q&A, and sometimes I do a single video. This is one of the more popular questions that I've been getting over the past year. And that question is, do I watch anime? Do I currently watch anime? No. Will I watch it in the future? Meh, maybe, or probably not. Have I ever watched anime? Yes. There were some shows that I used to watch when I was younger. Now, let's get one thing straight. I know there are some anime fans that watch my YouTube channel, and you are welcome and I appreciate your support. But let's get one thing straight, and I want you to hear loud and clear. I am not one of you. I am not a weeb. I see y'all on Twitter. I follow some of you guys, and let me tell you something. I'm not gonna post tank girls and boat girls and girls with fucking cat ears getting petted and all that stuff, and girls with freaky red eyes that look like a damn android and just sitting there motionless. I am not one of y'all. I have no problems coexisting with y'all. You are welcome on my channel, but I'm not a goddamn weeb. Never was, never will be. And I don't have a fucking waifu. I don't want a damn waifu. Anyways, what the fuck? Fuck it, this is goofy, right? Let's have some fun. Now, I used to watch some shows, and let me explain why. When I was a teenager, I would say 15, 16, and 17, and that's not a long time ago because I'm 24. I would go out and hang out, sneak out when my mom was working in the afternoon, and just have fun, do some stuff that I wasn't supposed to. Nothing illegal, so don't fucking think that, just mischief and all that bullshit. And I would come home late at night, and sometimes I'd be drunk or high or whatever. Well, I had to cut it down a little bit because I got my first real job at 16 anyway, and I would watch Adult Swim because I really liked Adult Swim. I've been watching Adult Swim ever since they had the clips in the beginning where the guy is telling people not to go into the pool. That's how long I've been watching it. And late at night, they would show anime. And I would just sit there and watch it because there was nothing else to watch at 10 or 11 or 12 at night. There was nothing else to watch. So I would sit there and watch it because I couldn't go to sleep. I'm an insomniac. And I gotta admit, some of the shows were pretty cool, and I got into some of them when I was younger. And I got into some other shows too. But I was never a fan of anime. Let's get one thing straight, you weebs, okay? I like computer role-playing games. I am a nerd. That's what I like, not anime, okay? Let me explain what I used to watch. There was this show that I used to watch. It was called Big O. And I can't remember that much, so excuse me for my lack of knowledge about the show. It's been a while. Remember, it was this guy, and he controls this big robots. And the cool thing about it is he had this fucking cool-ass maid named Dorothy. And I think she was an android or something like that. And she was a very useful companion. She could backflip and jump all around the place. She would hop on a motorcycle, and then all these rockets would come up and just start shooting, or missiles, or whatever the fuck. And that show was pretty cool, I have to admit, and the theme song still gets stuck in my head. It's been a while since I watched it, but I just looked it up yesterday, and that theme song is awesome. Now, there's some other shows that I used to watch, but I also want to talk about something that I watched when I was really young. This is like the first anime that I've ever watched, and I don't give a fuck. It's still cool. I don't care if it's from the early 80s or whatever. It's called Fist of the North Star. My uncle used to have a whole bunch of tapes. He would have a lot of ECW tapes. If you don't know what ECW is, it used to be a wrestling promotion in the 90s, and it was about hardcore violence. And he would also have another tape in there, and I watched it. I used to dig through his tapes and just pop them in a VCR and just see what was on there. And there was this one called Fist of the North Star. I don't remember much because I have bad long-term memory, let's be honest, with certain things, but I do remember this. There was this guy, and he was in this Mad Max-like world, and he was damn near invincible. He would hit these people in certain pressure points, and he would say something, and then their heads would explode or their body parts would explode, and he was just almost untouchable. I mean, he He'd punch you in 7 or 6 different spots and you would explode like 10 seconds later. And the sound effects and how people died, it was just so cool. And even if you're not a fan of anime, I would watch that because it is an entertaining movie. I think it's a movie. Yeah, it's entertaining. Now, some of the other shows that I watched, I remember watching Original Gundam, the one with Char and the Red Zaku. That was pretty cool, and I also enjoyed some of the Gundam games for the PS2. Oh, I can't forget this because my friend showed me this anime when I was a teenager, because he's a goddamn weeb. He still is, but he showed me this anime called Yu Yu Hakusho. It's about this one guy, his name's Yusuke Urameshi or something like that. Someone had him on Twitter, so that's how I remember the name. Thank God, because I couldn't remember it for the longest time. But he would have this spirit gun and he could shoot people. He shot his teacher in the back of the head with it. That was pretty funny. And they go into these tournaments, and one of the things that I always remember is because there was just one character in there. His name started with a K. He had this orange like pompadour, and he was just this big tough guy, and he would go around and get his ass kicked, but he was still pretty tough. And he would always try to get with this one chick. She had blue or green hair. He would always try getting with her. It was hilarious, and it reminded me of one of my friends because he was exactly the same way, without the pompadour and the weird hair, but he was just this tough guy, and he was pretty tough, I have to admit. But he would always try to get with these chicks, and he would hit on them the same way. And the first couple of times he tried to do it was so awkward, and then he became a ladies' man. But for those first couple of times, it reminded me of that. There's some other stuff I used to watch too. I'm going off of memory, so I'm trying my best to remember. Oh, there was this one creepy fucking anime. It was so weird. It was called Blue Gender, and I think they showed it on Adult Swim. I don't remember much, but I think it's about this guy getting out of a cryogenic freezer at some point in the future, and he gets saved by this team, and the whole world is infested with these gigantic bugs, and people are dying. Just these huge Godzilla-like bugs and creatures and vermin or whatever the hell. That was really sad. It was creepy. What else did I used to watch? Oh yeah, Vampire Hunter D. I don't care what anyone says. Vampire Hunter D is fucking amazing, and I really like the art style of that time. I think it came out in the mid or late 80s, the first Vampire Hunter D movie. I believe it was a movie, and I really like the art style of Vampire Hunter D. It came out in the mid or late 80s, I'm not sure, but that type of art style is really cool. And if I still had the attention span, I would go back and watch it. Maybe one of these days, but I'm always thinking about 3,000 things at once, so maybe not anytime soon. Let's see, what else? I'm going off of memory here. Oh yeah, Gundam G. The reason why I liked Gundam G so much is because of a character called Chibbity Crockett. He was a boxer, so of course I like that, but he was tough and a little bit arrogant, and he had a fear of clowns. So his character was pretty interesting. Is there anything else that I used to watch? Can I remember anything else? Oh yeah, Trigun, with Vash the Stampede, that one tall bitch, and the priest that his cross was a gun. I think so. That was a good one. You should watch that. If you're into anime and you haven't seen it yet, you should check out Trigun. Let's see, is there anything else I remember? No, I think that's all the anime that I've ever watched. I hope you enjoyed this silly little video. Just wanted to talk about something goofy before I go on to a review or anything else. And let me just say one more thing. I want you to hear me loud and clear. I am not one of you. If nothing against people who watch anime, if you're a weeb and you love anime, do what you gotta do, man. Life is short. Enjoy what you enjoy. But I am not one of you. I don't want you guys tweeting me, one of us, or the little boat girls, or the fucking tank girls, or the goddamn women with cat ears, like legit cat ears and bunny ears, not the fucking just ones you put on like a Playboy bunny, but the legit ones with the fucking real ears, and people are petting them, and the damn androids with the weird eyes staring into your soul. Don't tweet me that stuff. Some of you might, but hey, what's life without a little bit of trolling? I can't do anything about it. I might as well laugh. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this lighthearted video. This is just something silly and goofy before I come out with another review and some mod videos and some other stuff. In the meantime, I wanted to do something goofy, so here it is. If you want to talk about any anime that you watch or you used to watch, leave a comment. If you want to recommend anything to me, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Have a great day.